We're going to talk about TVC Pro Driver today. What it is, it's legal representation for truckers in the court of original jurisdiction is the primary feature of that membership. So we handle tickets, moving violations, for truckers. If you're a driver, right, if you get 2 serious violations, well, a serious violation might be something like more than 15 miles an hour, talking on your cell phone, falling too close, improper lane change. You get 2 of those. I mean, it's very easy to have your license suspended for 6 months. You're out of business. You've got no way to support your family. So it's very serious for a trucker they just can't do what we can do. As a four-wheeler, right, as somebody who just drives a car, if I get a ticket, yeah, maybe I can just pay the fine and go on. That's not possible for them because they jeopardize their license and their livelihood. Yeah. 60% of drivers get a ticket within a year, okay? Oh. There's a lot of instances. For example, let's say you're driving in Colorado, right? You can't go through a tunnel in the left lane. If you get next to some cars and they won't let you over, you're toast. There are many cases where you're not responsible for getting a ticket. You're not at fault, but you're going to get a ticket anyway.
What kind of violations does the TVC Pro Driver membership cover?
It covers any kind of violation. In some cases, the violation is referred to an attorney as at a discounted rate. Some of them we would pay all the attorney's fees, and some of them on other covered cases, they're covered under a 25% discount. Everything's covered, it's just how it's covered. Most violations, moving violations, are going to be covered with us, and we're going to pay the attorney fee. We're going to pay all the costs associated with him going into court for you. And in fact, we are one of the only persons or groups that will cover a criminal case.
Why is this worth my money?
You can just take the economics of this thing, right? You get a ticket and you want to fight the ticket. You can't stand the points on your record. You know that. And so you're going to have to hire an attorney. If you go out and hire your own attorney, it's going to be anywhere from $500 to $1,000. In that particular case, you may have to leave your truck, right, and go there. Well, you know that's virtually impossible. How can you leave your truck? If you've got a load, you can't do that. So you can't take a load before the week. You've got to prepare to be in court. So the problem becomes it's not economically even feasible for you to do a program that doesn't involve us. If we're involved, you don't have to pay for the attorney. You generally don't have to show up in court ever. And then we take care of that for you. And let me tell you something. When you go out and hire an attorney, the attorney you're going to hire, you're going to find somebody, maybe, because you want to find it in that state, right? So you don't know anything about it. What are you going to do? Look him up on the internet? You're going to go to the phone book? They don't even have phone books anymore. But the whole point is, where are you going to find this attorney? And what's his specialty? Our attorneys specialize in handling moving violations. We have guys that have worked for us for over 20 years. They know what they're doing. They know exactly where to go, who to see. Most of the time, they have coffee with the prosecuting attorneys in those counties or states or cities. They know those people. So a lot of times, your case may be settled over a cup of coffee at the coffee shop. So I'm just telling you, our guys know what they're doing. You are put in a position where you don't have any clue about who to get and how good they're going to be. Our guys are good. You know, we have over 50% of our cases are dismissed. That's crazy.
That's amazing. So these lawyers, do they really have a 92% success rate?
They're successful and over 50% of them are dismissed. But they'll get reductions, in a lot of instances, plea bargain with the prosecutors, and they will get you some type of reduction. They do a wonderful job in taking care of our drivers and allow them to provide for their families.
I think I've got a truck driver sold on Pro Driver, but they want to make sure their spouse is also covered. Are they?
Well, on either of our memberships for Pro Driver, your spouse is covered for roadside assistance in your private passenger vehicle, okay? So she's covered in that regard. If she say you're out on the road, right? And your spouse has a flat tire, or they run out of gas, they lock their keys in their car, you're clear across the country, somebody needs to help them, we're going to help them. We provide them with roadside assistance for their private passenger vehicle. And when you're not in your truck, we're going to give you the same roadside assistance for your vehicle. When they're in their truck, we will dispatch service for them with a 10% discount.
But when they're in their non-truck vehicle?
When they're a non-truck vehicle, we're gonna do normal roadside assistance just like the Motor Club membership has, where we're gonna we're gonna tow you to the nearest servicing facility, we're gonna fix your flat, we're gonna bring you gas, we're gonna do all those kind of things for your spouse and for you when you're not in your big truck. You're gonna have some issues if you wait. Let's get you set up right now.